And then we had the case of the governor of Virginia, where he stated he would execute a baby after birth. To defend the dignity of every person, I am asking Congress to pass legislation to prohibit the late-term abortion of children who can feel pain in the mother's womb.
Companies are taking the lead in suppressing any voices that dissent against the left.
Conservatives are feeling the heavy hand of censorship in the United States and across Western Europe.
There is an absolute all-out war on conservative free speech.
Facebook and Twitter are under fire as conservative users are speaking out about being censored on their platforms.
Alex Jones was banned by every major social network.
In the past few days, Apple, Facebook, YouTube, Spotify, and other companies have all banned Alex Jones from using their platforms.
He's been shadow banned by Google.
Milo Yiannopoulos was banned by Twitter.
I don't know if you know about this, but Milo Yiannopoulos, you know who he is? He got banned from Twitter for writing a bad review about Ghostbusters.
This guy is a threat to the Republic.
British anti-Islamization activist Tommy Robinson has had his Twitter account suspended again after he tweeted that Islam promotes killing.
Also, Twitter purged various libertarian accounts. Instagram temporarily banned Tommy Robinson. Facebook took down a GOP candidate's ads for allegedly being offensive.
The FCC is cracking down on conspiracy theorist Alex Jones.
They're coming for everyone's speech. It's criminal.
Their social media accounts are being banned, blocked, and canceled on Twitter, YouTube, and Facebook.
Facebook censored our free speech.
Twitter this evening has suspended the account of Gavin McInnes.
And shame on the ones that don't even see that we have been censored.
You were caught on tape by Project Veritas, shadow banning people. You were censoring people. You censored me. You censored Milo. You censored Chuck Johnson, James O'Keefe. You even censored President Trump when one of your employees deleted his account for a few minutes. You are censoring conservatives, and I'm asking you, President Donald Trump, help us. Please help us, Mr. President, before it is too late.
Facebook is censoring free speech. They're making and changing the rules.
Reverend Graham was banned for over 24 hours.
I had this platform, and that was my main platform for communicating with people and sending out my content, and now I can't communicate. I've been silenced.
The real election meddling is by Facebook and Google and others that are shadow banning people, that are outright banning people, and they're blocking conservatives.
Authorities in Britain now seem more interested in fighting hate speech on the internet than fighting crime. They're warning social media users that their comments are being monitored.
I'm more upset that some people in Silicon Valley in secret determine which ideas are allowed on my social media feed.
And so we just sit here and just endure the greatest censorship in the history of America. And the left, which claims to be for free speech, applauds it.
No freedom of speech for you, you piece of shit.
If you are receiving this transmission, you are the resistance.
God went lower into hell and got the keys to death and hell. You think about that. You think about what Jesus Christ did for us, and we can't even stand up for unborn babies and get censored or get attacked or have some leftist dump coffee on us. Give me a break. I'm a wimp compared to Jesus Christ. I'm a joke. And then I look at all these other men, they're a joke compared to me, and that's pathetic because you're giving up your birthright when you don't stand up against evil. So I'll tell you again, this is the time to decide which side you're on. We need your word of mouth. We need your prayers. We need your financial support. And we're selling products that are the best out there, and we need it. And I know you've been doing it, so I want to thank you. But let me tell you, it's our middle class and poor listeners that are our biggest supporters. But I know all these rich billionaires and all the other guys that want to fly me around on a jet or meet with me, they all got some big plan, and they always want me to do something they want before I get the money to fund all this. And that's why Jesus said it's easier for a rich man to go through the eye of a needle than to get to heaven. And he was pointing at a wall. It was a little small wall. So the metaphor is the camel had to get on its knees. So it's not as hard as you think, but you have to get on your knees. You have to roll around in the mud to deliver victory and stop being on your high horses. So, InfoWarsStore.com, got some big sales, products everybody needs. Let's go to the Hagmanns here with their great intel and everything they've got to offer, and I appreciate them joining us. God bless you.
Hi, Alex. Thanks for letting us take over. Thanks for sharing your platform, and we've got a great rest of the hour lined up for you. And you're right, folks, we need to support InfoWars store, Infowars.com, and of course our home base is HagmannReport.com. But thanks so much, Alex. A lot to get into actually today. Weekend at the Ginsburgs, apparently the Ruth Bader Ginsburg issue. Going to be talking about that. I just want to open up with one thing. Alex was talking about the unborn and about what we have and haven't done, and about the my goodness, just the incredible immorality, the incredible bloodshed behind this. Coach Dave Dobmeyer, CoachDaveLive.com, I like to call him America's Coach, wrote just a great article back in 2006, some 13 years ago, and the pulpits are silent. It's being republished actually with a couple of different, a couple of updates before it's news, but we'll have it at HagmannReport.com, and the pulpits are silent. But the bottom line here is, despite what the political parties want you to believe, the problem in America is not the politicians. Of course, they are a problem, but not the problem. It's not the politicians. That's not where you're going to find the problems. It's in the pulpits. And most of Americans' pulpits today, as Alex Jones was just saying, Jesus was not a cowardly man when he was walking the earth. And we look at ourselves, and I'll tell you, the cowardice, most of America's pulpits, most, not all, but most, are filled with with cowardly men. They are ashamed to the Christ they claim to serve. This, according to Dobmeyer. That's Dave Dobmeyer, beforeitsnews.com. I believe that's where it's published at right now, and it'll be at HagmannReport.com soon. If it's not already there. But if you think those are harsh words, the cheap grace culture in which we live, the let's go along to get along. Let's not really talk about the important issues. Let's not talk about the issues that impact us all. That's the infanticide. That's the abortions. Well, really infanticide, or the killing of unborn children. And I know that the left, they just hate to even hear this disgust. By the way, it's interesting to note that Planned Parenthood paid, listen to this, $6.5 million for a seat at the State of the Union address. You don't think the killing of babies and the trafficking of babies is big business? Yeah, try coming up with $6.5 million for a seat at the State of the Union address, or $6.5 million for anything.
Who gets that payment? And you have to buy a ticket to the State of the Union for $6.5 million? Or is this doesn't sound right at all? Somebody's getting money under the table. Because that's
the Washington Examiner. No, the Washington Examiner reported this by Michael Watson today in an article today. Washington Examiner: Planned Parenthood paid $6.5 million for a seat at the State of the Union. What in the hell? First of all, what in the hell are we doing inviting these kind of odious people, in my view, immoral, murdering, forgive my language, bastards? And it's
right on the money. I mean, these people pay them for access. They get kickbacks. I was reading a story, a much bigger amount of money. I forget that it was hundreds of millions of dollars that Planned Parenthood had paid or received, and then in turn donated to all these different Democratic congressmen and gubernatorial candidates and Senate candidates. And then when they get in power, the money flows back to them. So it's a big, circle of corruption where taxpayer money's being handed to these organizations. They're in turn handing it to the corrupt politicians for all these different things and laws to be passed in their favor. And it is just corruption to its core.
Let me stop you there. Well, go ahead. Take us out.
When we come back, we'll hit on this, Ruth Bader Ginsburg, and more. Don't go anywhere.
Wars are like 12-round heavyweight boxing championship fights. It's about who wants it, who's prepared to go the longest, and who's ready to do the damage. We took on Hillary Clinton. We stopped her. We got a nationalist in. Nationalists are getting elected all over the world right now. We are winning. But those of us who are at the very front line, at the tip of the spear, are under unprecedented attack. So I come to you each day and try to explain to you that this is a war of attrition. This is about who wants it most. And you know the persecution, the censorship, the sponsors they've taken, everything. I am in your hands. You are in my hands. I need financial support, and I got products you and your family need. It's that simple. Thousands of great products, whatever's award-winning, whatever's best-selling, what folks love, what I love, we bring it to you at InfoWarsStore.com. So please, go to InfoWarsStore.com today. Look at all the great products, because we're in your hands, I'm in your hands, and your support is beyond critical. Thank you.